All right, yo. You asked, so I'm coming through just to give you a little information about sonvox. Check it out. Sonvox has a very nice program when it comes to that. Their NPC like programs, sampler, player, pulse, all of them. These are pretty good programs, but where they're messing up at is they putting DRM on it, digital rights management. They're not doing it because they want to do it. They're doing it because the stores that they sell out of read Guitar Center. They want to sell the boxed CD of their program in Guitar Center, and Guitar Center doesn't want any program that they sell not to have some type of DRM on it. Now, the DRM is probably what's messing with your Windows and your FL Studio. Um, will it work with that stuff? Yeah. You just gotta probably get the update. But really, it's not a good thing to have on your machine. It's it's as if they wanted to give your computer brains. It's as if somebody wanted to make sure the sneakers you were wearing was yours. So they want to do brain surgery and stick a chip in your brain to make sure that the sneakers you just bought are yours. That's how far they took it. Your kernel doesn't need something attached to it so that this company will know that this program is yours. So there's nothing they could do about it. Guitar Center is their bread and butter, and they don't want to not have Guitar Center. So if I were you, I'd stick far, 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 far away from Sonobox. I use Guru. Guru to me is the most like an NPC. Uh, you use Guru and Edison together. It's kind of like just like having an NPC. Um, excuse me, man. I'm real tired. I'm sick today. You can tell by the mess in my office. I'm just not feeling it. But I'm gonna answer your question. Of course, Guru done updated the Geist. Now I tell you what, I haven't tried Geist. Well, I have, but I ain't really put it through its paces. But I tell you, anybody who makes Guru, the program it is, if they made something to improve it, I'd be on it in a hot minute. And I think Geist is probably going to be a great program. I don't like how it looks, but it's a really great program, probably. Um, if I were you, I would stick with Guru. I use Guru standalone, and I'll chop my beats and get them the way I want to, and then I'll bring it into FL Studio and sequence everything there. So that's how I do it with Guru. Um, you probably really shouldn't have sold that MV8800. You might have needed to sell it for whatever. But if you got an MV, you should stick with the MV. I played around with the MV, and to me, I looked at it and I was like, man, this is like FL Studio without a keyboard. That's what it felt like to me. Um, it'd be a very cool FL Studio because ain't no other programs in the way. You turn it on, and there's FL Studio, so it's cool. Uh, but yeah, if I were you, I stick with Guru, FL Studio, and what's the other one? Guru, FL Studio, or Geist. Now, the thing you saying that you want to be able to do is to go ahead and get your lyrics up in there. Now, that's gonna be kind of hard with FL. Sorry, it's just gonna be hard. If you find that you really want to get your lyrics down and you can't do it in FL, and which I completely understand, there are some alternatives out there for you. And the good thing is, some of them are free. You look at Audition. Audition is getting a piano roll in it. It's got VSTs in it, so you could load up, you know, Guru or Geist, and go ahead and chop it what you need to chop up and get that done, and still record. Um, Other than that, if you want to be sequencing standalone, and you want now Audition isn't free. Of course, people find ways of getting it free. Audition ain't free, but it's a great program, and that's what I started recording vocals on. If your pockets are tight, a good one to go to that's free, but it's still good. And when I say good, I mean, you could do professional work on it. Reaper. Now, getting to learn how to use Reaper is kind of weird because it don't follow the same workflow paradigm everything else do, but it's cool to work with. Go ahead and check out Reaper, Kuko's Reaper, and that might be able to help you out there. Also, the only other thing I could tell you, man, as far as chopping and having an MPC like program, would be Machine. And Machine is real tight. Let me tell you something. You can go ahead and get Machine and make your beats, standalone, and then bring it into something like Reaper, and track it out and put vocals on top of it. That's cool. You can do that. And you can spend all that money, like $700-800, I think it is, for Machine. But at the same time, I'm telling you right now, to me, Guru does things better and does more than Machine does. The thing that makes Machine so tight is the controller. You could sit there with that controller and just forget your laptop is even there, or your computer is even there. That's the good thing about Machine. But really, as far as an MPC like program, Guru got a beat, and you really won't notice that at first because it looks so cool. Everything about it looks good. But as soon as you start digging in and trying to do stuff, you start noticing that, I could do more with layers, easier, in Guru. I could, things of that nature. So, just a word to the wise. Sometimes, some things are cool, some things ain't. So just keep an eye on, just giving a word to the wise. So if I was you, I would get Guru. Go ahead and get your chops the way you want it in Guru. Bring it into FL Studio, track everything out from there, and then bring it into Reaper and record your vocals. And that's probably the best way to go. There's no program that does it all. I mean, Reaper can do it all, but there's no one program that does it all and does it all well. You're gonna have to mix and match. When I started out, I had Audition, FL Studio, and it was Audition, FL Studio, and these days I'm in Linux, so I use just about whatever will work in Linux or will work in Wine. But I got a door, which is kind of like the Linux Pro Tools thing. Got Renoise, Energy XT, and FL Studio 10, Hydrogen, mad different synths, Zenso effects. Just program after program after program, and really you don't need all of that. Stick with some basic ones that do your work for you. You want to track out vocals, you stick with a vocal tracker, something like Audition or Reaper. You want to sequence, you go ahead and you work with something like FL Studio. And to tell you the truth, ain't nothing better than FL Studio for sequencing. People talk about this and that and Logic and this and that. FL Studio has the best piano roll in the business. Don't let nobody tell you different. I mean, it's not. It don't do everything. There's a lot of things that don't do well, but everything has something that don't do well. But the piano roll on FL Studio was the best. They made it with the intention of people not having a MIDI keyboard and they're gonna have to use the mouse. And whatever they did, they just made it perfect for just using a mouse, a keyboard. It's great with MIDI as far as the piano roll. And you want to have a program that chops, I stick with Guru, and I wager that Geist is pretty damn good too. So you got a few choices in there from what my opinion is. I hope you take my advice, but if you don't take my advice, I hope what I'm saying leads you in a direction that works for you. Go ahead and check out Reaper. If I were you, I'd check out Reaper because it's free. I mean, you can download it and use it. It gives you a nag screen. The only way to get rid of the nag screen every time you turn it off is to give them I think it's like $14 or something stupid. You know what I mean? Compared to like the $200 you would spend for Audition. So, go check them out. Chunk them, a quick $20 and be like, yo, thank you. And have a DAW that does a lot. Uh, Hope it helps, man. Take it light. Keep banging out tracks. Work with it every day. And, eventually it starts paying you back. Peace.